Anthony Albanese has privately told the Jewish community that pro-Palestinian supporters encamped at universities are ignorant of history. The Prime Minister reportedly used the same private meeting with rabbis at a Bondi synagogue to declare there must be an unequivocal fight against anti-Semitism. His private comments included that Jewish people had a right to the land of Israel and a right to defend themselves. These comments were leaked to the press and published in yesterday's Australian. Well, good on Albo for his strong remarks in support of Israel, but shame on Albo for the way in which he did it, in hushed tones, behind closed doors, in a whispered voice. And shame on the PM's spokesperson for playing funny buggers when asked about Albo's comments. Quote, "We don't comment on discussions that happen in private meetings," the spokesperson said. Well, what sort of leader loses his voice on the public stage only to find it behind closed doors? I'll believe the PM's commitment to the Jewish community when he says publicly to the nation what he's reported to have said privately to the rabbis. And get this, the PM reportedly told the rabbis, privately of course, that he intends to make a strong statement against anti-Semitism. Will that be before the university encampments turn violent or after? For God's sake, Prime Minister, lead. You've had 7 months to call out anti-Semitism and to slam the weekly pro-Palestinian protests that promote hate and bile against Australian citizens who happen to be of Jewish descent. Strong, principled leadership straight after October 7 might have constrained the worst excesses of the pro-Hamas mob. But your plan is to unite the country through private conversations that your office will neither confirm nor deny. That's your plan? The current circumstances require a forceful and determined response. And there's not the vaguest hint that you can or that you will provide that. But privately, you're principled. God help us. At least in my lifetime, Danica, I don't think our country has ever been so divided.
No.
And the leadership ever so weak.
No, but I mean, this all started, didn't it, on the steps of the Opera House on October 9.
Yeah.
It started then. There was a failure to call this out then. And when you don't take leadership in the first instance, things start spiralling out of control, which is what we're seeing. We're seeing them at the university campuses right now. And Jewish leaders have actually said that hatred and attacks against Jewish Australians are spiralling out of control. They're reporting unprecedented levels of abuse flooding social media, schools, universities, shops and workplaces, on top of a 738% increase in anti-Semitic incidents since the October 7 attacks. Take that in, 738%. Again, where is Albanese? Where are the ministers who haven't even responded yet to the incidents that happened on the steps of the Sydney Opera House? It's extremely weak, and we are, as I said, the values of this country right now are fracturing at the seams.
Yeah, and as I said, Albanese's having private meetings.
Well, that's it. I mean, it's private meetings. It's the same old, can't say it in front of people's faces.